does the horizon have to keep rolling back and forth like that? That's the cargo hold and crew quarters down there. My bed's conveniently located right below the opening to accommodate for those refreshing saltwater showers. It's the apple barrel. It's half empty, and aside from whatever fish we're able to catch, those apples are the only food we got on board. Ugh, gross! People do not toss the apples back into the barrel after eating. Here's a nice plump one. Jim? I feel too sick to eat anything. Why does the horizon have to keep rolling back and forth like that? It's a glass orb with a strange magical glow. It could be some kind of compass, I guess. Hello, Tun.
Are you enjoying the ride, April?
I feel sick.
Everyone feels sick when they first take to the sea. It is natural.
Really? So when does it pass?
You will get used to it in a month or two. 3 at the most.
Oh, God. I'm not sure I want to get used to it. How are we doing on time?
With the help of your magic, we are crossing faster than I had ever thought possible.
Give credit where credit is due, Lyak. This ship is the fastest there is. I can outrun a shadow ship in this old lady.
When will we be on Elias?
By sunset tomorrow, if the wind holds.
How fast is it possible to travel by sea?
I do not know. I have heard tell of a ship that once went so fast it took to the sky and disappeared. From time to time, sailors spot the ship as it floats across the heavens. It is said to be an omen.
The Flying Dutchman, right?
No, they call it bad luck.
I have a question about your compass.
Of course.
What kind of compass are you using?
It is just a normal spirit compass. When we are not navigating by the stars or by the sun, we use this.
What's a spirit compass?
I forget that you are not familiar with the sea. A spirit compass points always to the magical North Pole, and thus we may navigate according to it. It is very precise, and less affected by a strong magical source.
Thanks. That's all I needed to know.
I hope this knowledge made you richer.
Keep her steady, Tun.
I will, April.
Captain?
Hi, what is it?
How long will it take us to get to Elias?
We should reach the island by tomorrow night, unless we get bad weather.
Any chance of bad weather?
Well, as any experienced sailor will tell you, the weather is a freakish thing, and you never know quite what to expect. But no chance of a storm at all, or my nose would be itching.
What does your nose have to do with the weather?
Well, that's a story, be sure of that.
And?
That's all. It's just a story, and you'd better be sure of that.
I'd like to hear that itchy nose story.
Why?
Because I'm sure it's a real tall tale of the sea, filled with bravura adventures and victories snatched from the rabid jaws of certain death.
I had a bad accident with my nose hair scissors, and ever since that day, when the weather's acting up, my nose itches.
You gotta be careful when you trim those nose hairs.
Aye. I've come to that realization on my own.
So, your nose itches when the weather's bad.
A deep, scarring itch, as from the filthy bowels of the Mojal.
Do you know any sea shanties?
Jal be thanked I do not know a single one.
Not even a ho-ho-ho on a dead man's casket or something like that?
If I went ho-ho-ho on a dead man's casket, girl, the crew would tie me up in the hold. With good reason, too.
Would you like to learn a sea shanty?
No. Actually, there is nothing in the world I want less than to learn a sea shanty. I would rather stick my head up the arse of an Elguan who's just had a dinner rich with beans and light a torch.
I feel in the mood for a shanty.
And I feel in the mood for a keel hauling.
Thanks, Captain.
It's actually Captain. Please try to remember, and while you're at it, cut back on the scurvy sea dog shtick, would you?
Just trying to fit in, sir.
You have as much chance of fitting in here as I do growing a second head, marrying myself, and moving to Coruscant to start a pottery business. Oh, and before you leave, mind you only take 2 apples a day from the apple barrel. We're running a little short, and aside from fish, Jal forbid, we have no other food on board. Watch! My nose is itching. Are you sleeping on duty again?
Storm front. West. Heading our way. Looks like a right old bugger, too.
Aye, by the mercy of Jal, it's a chaos storm. Where in damnation did it come from this quickly? And what's pulling it here? Navigator, change our course. We must away from the storm front and to safe harbor.
Uh-oh. I just felt a cold shiver running down my spine. Why does the horizon have to keep rolling back and forth like that? Captain? Sir?
Leave me be, girl. I have work to do. We must avoid the storm lest it comes on us like Jal's callous heel and crushes us.
But we're still going to Laius, right?
Ha! You can forget about that. We must avoid the dangerous waters of the islands and head straight for Guienne if we're to stand a chance of outrunning the storm.
But I have to get to Elias as soon as possible. The fate of worlds depends on it.
And the fate of my ship and my crew depends on us changing our course for Guienne. Now leave me be.
Captain? Sir?
Leave me be.
What's going on, Tun?
A storm approaches, April, and it is no ordinary storm.
What do you mean by no ordinary storm?
Look to the clouds. Do they appear normal to you?
They look strange, it's true.
It is a chaos storm. A strong storm caught in a magical vortex, drawn to strong magic like bees to honey. I have never seen one with my own eyes, but I have heard stories.
What have you heard about chaos storms?
That they appear only rarely, and that they signify great and terrible events in the near future. It is also said that they are weapons used by the Dark Lords of Chaos to hunt and destroy those strong in the balance.
Can we escape a chaos storm?
If we run fast enough and reach safe harbor, perhaps. I have not heard of a chaos storm to last more than a single night, and this one is still quite a distance away. But it gains fast. I do not know, April.
Will you still be able to get me to Elias tomorrow?
I am afraid not. The captain has ordered our course changed south to get us away from the rocky waters around the islands. We are about 3 days away from Gien, but if the weather improves before then, perhaps he will be willing to turn about. But I would not count on it, April. He cares much for his ship and for his crew, and he would not risk it for anything or anyone.
You still need my magic to get wind in your sails.
The wind seems to be picking up on its own. Thus Nebuve has no need for your magic, April. I am sorry, but once we reach Gien, I am certain you will find passage to the islands.
I don't have 3 days, Tun. The balance is failing.
I am sorry. It is out of my hands.
I'll let you go back to work.
Thank you.
I can't do that while somebody's around. According to Tun, this is a spirit compass, and it points to the magical North Pole. I'll let you go back to work.
Thank you.
I don't look forward to another night in those. I had a dream I was on a roller coaster all night long, and I can't stand roller coasters. It's a flour sack. It's a flour sack. It's a sturdy wooden chest. It's empty. Yes, got me a worm. And this is good because?
This is good because I'm going to give it to the apple.
Get to it, little guy. Eat your heart out. Captain?
What is it now?
Captain, the worms have invaded the apple barrel.
Cursed be the balance. First the storm, now this. Is there no end to the horrors? Let me see. Jowl's infected arsehole, you be right. Those are worms, all right. Vicious, snarling wheat worms driven mad by their hunger for a change of diet.
As far as I could tell, that was the only apple infected. But I could be wrong.
Good of you to catch it, girl, before it spread any further. I'll have to go pluck the apples immediately. They must be saved.
Do you want me to relieve you at the wheel for a while?
I am not sure if this is such a good idea, April.
What's the big deal? I just hold it straight, right?
Well, I could do with a short break to stretch my legs. Fine, but I will be back soon. And if anything happens, just call out for help.
Of course, thanks.
Will do.
So if the compass was pointing in that direction when we were on course for Elias, and now it's pointing in this direction... Oh, hell. I'll just wing it. Use the Force, April. After all, who's the chosen one here? Ton, need some assistance up here. I'll let you go back to work.
Thank you.
I wonder... No, I wondered if Neverbay was around. Never remember.
I think I may have strayed off course a bit when I was at the wheel.
I did not feel the boat turning.
Well, I have a feeling we're gonna miss Gien by a couple of 100 kilometers if you don't correct our course.
Let me check the compass. By the balance, you are right, April. It is good you were aware of your mistake, or we might have ended up pierced on the deadly reefs of Tagate. I will correct our course immediately.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, I let you take the wheel. I'm just glad we are back on course.
Yeah, back on course. Is it my imagination, or is the storm getting closer?
By the balance, you are right. The storm is catching up with us. We might have to ride it out. It is good we are nowhere near the islands, or we would have to worry about reefs as well.
Reefs? Nobody said anything about reefs. Ton, I have something to tell you.
Captain! Sir! We need you on the bridge. The storm is closing in.
By the foul bowels of Jaw, you're right, Lyak. It's closing in faster than any storm I've seen or heard, chaos or otherwise. It's like it's chasing something or someone. All right, listen up. The storm's going to hit in an hour or two, and I want everything to be ready. tighten the hatches, strap down the cargo, wake up the watch, and by Joe's big toe, someone put a lid on the apple barrel.
Oh, God, that's not a happy sight. You look like a real sailor. Arr, matey. Oh, God, that's not a happy sight. She looks busy. He looks very busy. I should take that off before anybody notices.
What is that? What is that you have there?
It's a necklace I misplaced, but I found it again, so no need to worry.
What was it doing next to the spirit compass? Let me see that necklace right now.
It's a valuable family heirloom. I don't let anybody touch it.
Give it here. This talisman has the mark of the balance and of the sentinel. This is an object of great magic. The balance be cursed, girl. What by Jarl's hideous countenance did you think you were doing?
I need to get to Elias as soon as possible.
So you claim. But do you know what you've done instead? You've put the lives of everyone on this boat in grave danger. With the storm upon us, the last we need is dangerous waters. Thank Jarl's assassin we still may have time to avoid the rocks of the Briston Atoll. But I swear by the honor of the 3 biased judges of Guienne that I'll have you before a court if we get to land. Check the compass, Layak, and correct our course accordingly. And don't let this wench touch anything from now on, you hear? I need to place this accursed talisman as far away from the spirit compass as possible.
She looks busy. What just happened? Uh-oh, this can't be a good thing. It's closed and locked tight with a big iron padlock. It's been a while since I chopped firewood, but I think I'll be able to knock the lock off pretty clean. Oh, shit!
thank the balance she's all right. Are you all right, April? April? Are you sleeping? She's sleeping, bless her little heart. Boy, is she cute. Too bad she's just a chick and not a bird. April, wake up!
Crow, I was so worried I thought the storm got you.
Me? Honey, I'm the sidekick. Didn't you ever read any legends? The sidekick always survives.
So you're fine?
A few singed tail feathers, and I'm so charged up sparks fly when I try to peck something. Other than that, better than ever. The sea air does wonders for my allergies.
I didn't realize you had allergies.
Exactly.
Do you know what happened to the crew?
As far as I know, they got away in the lifeboat.
There was a lifeboat?
One of those magic fold-up types, yeah.
I guess they forgot all about me.
I think the captain said something like, "Aye, let the wench drown and justice be done." But, I could have been wrong.
Any idea where the lifeboat is heading?
South, I'd guess. From what I can remember of the old man's stories about the sea, Tagade would be the closest civilized island.
Any idea how I'm gonna get to the islands now?
You could swim. Humans swim, don't they? They must, or you wouldn't be here now.
I don't swim. And nobody can swim that far. There's no land visible in any direction.
Well, I'd suggest flying, but you don't have the necessary equipment.
Why don't you try and find the closest island?
I could do that, but I'd have to leave you on your own.
Crow, I'll be fine.
All right. Don't blame a bird for trying to be a gentleman. Gentle bird, whatever. I'll be back as soon as I can. Don't go anywhere.
Where would I go?
Girls always disappear on me. Trust me.
What the hell is that? Uh-oh, for some reason the story of the bloodthirsty cannibal merman of the Sea of Song suddenly pops to mind. This is all that's left afloat of the White Dragon. I'm either the luckiest person alive or the unluckiest person about to die a slow, horrible death. I'm a long way from anything. I didn't know the ocean could look so big. That might be one of the mermen I heard horror stories about. Hi, do you speak Arcadian? Guess not. Doesn't seem so bloodthirsty and cannibalistic up close, though, does it? Hey, come over here and let me pet you. You're just like a seal, aren't you?
Oh, bloody typical. I told her. She didn't believe me. Girls always disappear on me. Always.
I'm wet. It's a drawing of a man cutting his finger open and squeezing some blood into a bowl together with some green, mossy stuff. Then he mashes it together and... oh, gross! He dips a black pearl in it and eats it. That's barbaric. Maybe the stories about the cannibal mermen were true after all. But hey, in the next one he seems capable of speaking fluently with the creatures that brought me here. I wouldn't mind that, if it could get me the hell out of here.
Hiya folks. Yeah, you walked into some strange stuff.
The walls look organic. And those blue things. I think they're polyps of some kind. They live inside the wall and are part of the structure. National Geographic would go nuts over stuff like this. It's a drawing of a man, a human, sticking a strange polyp-shaped object into his mouth. Ugh! In the next drawing, he seems to be able to breathe underwater. Convenient, if somewhat radical. There's fresh oxygen coming through here. These polyps must process the oxygen in the water somehow. That's how I'm able to breathe in here. Oh, this is so disgusting. I have to get out of here.
So I need some stuff.
They must have built that house specifically for air-breathing creatures like myself.
You can't use what things together?
There's a large black pearl inside the seashell. It's a big seashell. The seaweed here is so thick and tangled, it looks almost deliberate. The seaweed here is so thick and tangled, it looks almost deliberate.
Ah, right. I see what you mean. She sort of says that. Right, so we need the mossy green stuff. Can't remember if that's in the city or not. Yes, the green stuff here.
Why did you bring me here? Lucky me, I'm stuck at the bottom of the sea with Bubbles the mermaid. There's got to be a way to communicate with these creatures. It's a spear. A harpoon, I guess it's called in maritime terminology. Sorry. It's a small amount of a glowing green substance. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Okay, that could be because I'm in the water.
Nothing happened.
Nope. Okay.
It's a drawing of a man mixing some green, mossy stuff with his own blood, applying the mixture to a black pearl, and then eating the pearl. Afterwards, he's able to speak with the merman. It's a drawing of a man mixing some green, mossy stuff with his own blood, applying the mixture to a black pearl, and then eating the pearl. Afterwards, he's able to speak with the merman.
Green mossy stuff. That.
It's the crystal I took from the Marian's home.
Don't eat them. Yeah. Unfortunately, I do need to eat it. And I know I do.
The seaweed here is so thick and tangled, it looks almost deliberate.
I'm sure you move the seaweed. Maybe it's not me that does that. Green stuff, green stuff.
I didn't get much out of our first conversation, so... no point, really. I need to find some other way to communicate with her.
Do you need this? Do you need this?
Okay. Nope. Am I missing something? I am missing something. Okay. Let's poke myself with the pin.
If this gets infected and I have to chew off my finger to fight the gangrene, I'm suing somebody. How things I do to save the world. Worlds.
Right. Ah, there we go.
I've always had trouble swallowing pills, especially huge golden magical ones. Here goes nothing. Ooh.
I don't think so. But I'm also not sure it allows you to speak to.
Understand what I'm
fish people.
saying?
Yes, we understand.
Weird. I have this nagging feeling in the back of my mind that I shouldn't be able to understand what you're saying, but I do.
You have passed the 2 tests of the Gatherer, Landwalker. Breathing water and speaking the tongue of the Merum. You can serve us now.
I've passed my tests and now I'm a slave.
Serve you?
You have been brought here to serve us as the Gatherer of Tanyan.
What's Tanyan?
Tanyan is life.
Hi, Chimps.
Tanyan brings light to darkness and sustenance to our caves. Tanyan keeps the snapjaw from our children and heats us when it is cold. Tanyan is life.
How you doing, Chimps?
Where does Tanyan come from?
Our gatherers collect it from the caves and shores of the islands, but there is less Tanyan to be found each season, and we need help.
No. I think Tanyan is the green stuff.
How does Tanyan do all those things you said?
Tanyan provides warmth and light. It draws the harvest close.
Harvest?
The creatures of the sea that we eat, the golden tail, and the weed-eye, and the sand-eater.
Fish. You're talking about
Okay.
fish.
The harvest, yes, that is what we said. The harvest is drawn to the light and to the heat, but the Snapjaw are clever. They stay away. They know the light allows us better aim with our spears.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, I was watching the football earlier. It was going really well for you. And then it maybe went a little bit iffy, but probably still perfectly fine.
Why can't you gather Tanyan yourself?
We do, but we cannot move far from our cities, or the Snapjaw will hunt us and eat us. If we travel in force, we leave our men and children without guard. And we cannot travel too close to the islands, or the winged demons may catch eye of us. They leave our gatherers alone, though, so you have nothing to fear.
Who are the winged demons?
Ugly, leathery creatures who defy nature to fly up there in the sky. They are evil and live to destroy our people.
Don't the Snapjaw kill the gatherers?
Rarely. Your meat is bitter and tough, not soft and tender like ours.
I won't ask how you know that. I think I've learned enough about Tanyan for now.
You have learned nothing, but your training will teach you what you need to know.
Are your people called the Miram?
We are the Miram. Most landwalkers call us mermen or merpeople, but the Miram is our name in truth.
Who are you, ma'am?
We are the queen of the third city of the Miram, enlightened keeper of the Tanyan, protector of the light.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, I really had no idea you were a queen.
We are just a queen. Our function is to serve the people, to light our cities, provide food for our men and children, and to protect them from the Snapjaw that hunt us in the dark.
Do you know where my ship went down?
The vessel you foolishly travel in above the water, it rests not far from the city, just past and beyond the Landwalker's bubble where you were first brought. I think it is dead.
Yeah.
Do you know the island of Elias?
Yes, we know the island of Elias. Our gatherers find Tanyan there, and the Miram once had a city in the shallow waters below it.
Can you bring me there?
Until your training is complete, you cannot go gathering. We cannot risk losing you to the Snapjaw, or to have you desert your duties to our people.
How long will my training take?
6 cold oceans.
6 years? Sure, that makes sense. Everything in this world takes ages. I've been told that you worship an old god who lives in the deep.
How did you come by this forbidden knowledge?
I picked it up on my way here. Could you take me to him?
You? No, we cannot. Unless you are Miriam, you are not even allowed to speak of our sleeping god.
Thanks for your time.
We will call on you soon to begin your service. Until then, you should stay inside the Landwalker's bubble and away from the dark waters where the Snapjaw lurk.
Just hope the Snapjaw won't attack me. Let me pick that up now.
Leave the spear be. It belongs to the Water Stiller.
Sorry.
I'm the Water Stiller.
Do you need this?
No, it is of no value to us.
Where did you find it? It looks very old.
I believe one of the children found it just outside the city, not far from the Landwalker's bubble, among the seaweed by the rocks. We have used it for decoration in our hall, but you are welcome to it. Consider it a gift, Gatherer.
Okay. Alright, now I can move it.
Here's another one of those crystals buried in the sand among the seaweed. There's an entrance to a cave back here. Judging by the amount of seaweed, it's a long time since anybody's been in there.
Yay! One of my favorite puzzles in the whole game. Right. I once managed to work out how this worked.
It's a long spear with hooks. Probably a harpoon, then. It's inscribed with the image of a wave, probably representing water.
You like the music here?
This inscription looks like a fish.
The music in this game
This
is good.
inscription looks like a huge pyramidic structure with an eye in the middle.
Right.
This ring is inscribed with the image of a clay pot. This ring is inscribed with the image of a Miriam. This ring is inscribed with the image of a bird. This ring is inscribed with the image of fire.
Okay, right, so... let's just stick these down. Right, now, I could be here forever. I genuinely can't remember. How it works.
It's stuck. I don't think it's supposed to move.
Yeah. Hmm. I can't remember if this is one of those things where there's not enough of a clue to get you going. Wait, is that the one I wanted? No. As though... First one there, maybe? If I work on the idea that each one of these is pointing towards... So you got the pyramid, the harpoon, and then the fish. Yeah, that's what I did when I was young. But it's understanding... because each one of these can potentially go in a different place. And then I don't know how that corresponds with necessarily the bits in the middle. And so I think, if I'm right, and that each one of these points at the thing, then that one has to go there because it's a spear and it's a fish. That one has a fish on it, so that has to go there. Then, no it doesn't. Yes it does. What?
Fish.
See, that doesn't work. So it's got the water on it, the pyramid, and the harpoon. Unless, of course, it means that the one on the outer edge, is pointing towards the symbol, the opposite symbol. So that one would have to be a fish. And then you got pyramid and the harpoon. That's the water and something. And harpoon, so... yeah. So these two the other way round, maybe? Okay. No. Wait a second. That one doesn't have the pyramid on it. Yeah, it can't be that then, can it? Because that doesn't, those two don't fit. Ah! Because this is the other thing, is that I could get them all in the right position, but if the inner rings are not right, then does that mean something else?
It's stuck. I don't think it's supposed to move.
So like the harpoon and the pot are linked. Got fire and water. Bird and one-eyed pyramid. And Miriam and the fish. Yeah. Suppose it could be fire and pyramid. I've been dreading this section. I don't think there are any clues around. I can have a quick scout about again. Maybe the fishy woman can help. I'm pretty sure this section is that I need to get back to the wreckage to get my talisman back, because I didn't get it, which is why it crashed. Yeah, and I need to kill you with the harpoon.
The Snapjaw's keeping to the shadows, waiting for me to get close enough to attack.
So I have to prove that I am the water stiller to get the harpoon, to use the harpoon on that thing to get in the ship again. And I prove that I'm the water stiller
Can we talk for a minute?
by doing that
Yes,
puzzle.
Gatherer. We may.
I'd like to learn more
Ah.
about.
Certainly. What do you wish to learn?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Who or what is the Water Stiller?
The Water Stiller is in our prophecies. She is the Landwalker who will make us a people united and end all strife.
So you're at war with other Merum?
No. And so the time for the Water Stiller is still to come. We are at peace with other Miram.
But you're not with peace with the bird people.
What else can you tell me about the Water Stiller?
She will come among us by providence, and she will take something from us that we have kept hidden for many generations.
What is it the Water Stiller will come to take from you?
That crystal.
We do not know, but she will open up the ancient shrine and bring light to the darkness. She will destroy a Snapjaw with her spear, give witness of her mission, and then she will reunite us.
Yeah.
She sounds like a swell person.
She is the Water Stiller. She is prophecy.
Thanks
No-
for your time.
No proper clues.
My
Okay.
time is yours, Gatherer.
What connection do pots and harpoons have with each other? Well, I'm assuming that but they're man-made. They're tools. So that's why initially I went with like water and fire, because they're kind of like elements that are linked. Bird and sea could work. The pyramid is a bit of an
One-eyed
odd-
pyramid.
That's why I thought maybe it was the bird, because maybe like the bird people live in pyramids, maybe. So that's like above ground, so there's birds. The Miram are underwater, so they eat fish. They could all be complete bollocks though. Because I don't know whether or not those are in the right spot. And indeed, if... See, I can't remember now. I can't remember if it's kind of like the entire puzzle solves in one go, or whether or not the rings lock if you get them in the right position. I was just talking to one of the Merum, so at least within the game logic they are real. I guess. I suppose there's some truth to that.
This ring is inscribed with the image of a Miram.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Ah, well, that's handy. Wonder what the one-eyed pyramid is then, like within the context of this. There we go. Anyways, that's half the puzzle solved. So it's just getting these pointing at the right things.
This ring is inscribed with the image of
No.
fire.
Okay, let's try. Start again. Start again. Come on. Right, that's got a fish and a harpoon on it. I don't know. That's what I was wondering, if there was something somewhere about. That's why I thought maybe there was a clue about whether or not they lived in pyramids under the sea. But their city doesn't look like that, I don't think. I'll check next time I'm out. The rings have locked in place now, so they are stuck. Right, let's try that one there. Harpoon that way, fish that way, pyramid that way. So hopefully this is the easy bit. Yeah, there is. But that's if. Which one's on this? Pyramid and a harpoon. Maybe it doesn't matter which one's pointing outwards, it only matters which one's pointing to the others. See, I kind of like this puzzle because there's obviously a logic to it, but it just feels like something where maybe there's one like little clue that could be there to make it a bit more understandable. Because I'm not 100% sure what the criteria for success is. Fish. So harpoon this way, fish that way, water that way. Seems there's always one pointing outwards, and the other two to the edge. Yeah. No, right, that's right. So they all point inwards. Yeah. So they all have a sign on the outside.
Harpoon.
And then a flat edge on that side, and then one of the other edges pointing in each corner. See, this is really annoying. I remember once I worked it out when I was young. I worked out the logic to it and I was so clever, but then I could never, oh crap, I could never remember it. It's not helped by the fact that it's that you can't see all three sides at once on each thing. So it's easy to forget which one you're looking at. Okay, so there's the fish, the triangle. If we continue to work on the assumption that you want them to point at each. So pyramid, pyramid, harpoon, fish. So the fish is here, the harpoon here, and the pyramid is there. We've got a harpoon here and a harpoon there, but the water is this side and it needs to be that side, so that can't be that. That one has water. And a pyramid. Does it have a harpoon? It doesn't have a harpoon, no. So that one's got a fish, the pyramid, and the water. So the fish, the pyramid, and the water are all there. So the only one it can be in is this one, if we work on that assumption, because if it can't go here, because then it'll always be pointing one that doesn't have a harpoon and doesn't have a harpoon. But if we move that one there, the water points that way and then the fish points this way, so if you're going like this one, then they don't fit, so there's something wrong here. That one doesn't have a fish. So if that doesn't have a fish... Oh, it does have a fish. Okay. Got a pyramid.
This ring is inscribed with the image of a bird.
Maybe if we ignore the one we can't see, that doesn't really work either, does it? See, this is the thing, is that I don't even know like which one of these goes in which one either. So it could be anything. Let's try number one. Up there. So the harpoon that points in that direction. Got pyramid. And a fish. Nope, my brain is dying.
This ring is inscribed with the image of fire.
Very little helps at all. It's definitely one of those things where it's... I need one more clue. Let me just save it, just in case something goes horribly wrong. Right, so that's the water symbol, that's the harpoon, that's the pyramid, that's the fish. There are 4 symbols, and each one has only got 3 on them. But, because I don't know what the successful criteria for this puzzle is, it makes it difficult to know what it is I'm trying to do. Yeah, that's my problem. And I don't know if the symbols that you can see are linked to the rings in any way. If that's meant to be a clue. Because you've got a harpoon and a pot. The thing is, you don't have a pot in any of these things. Yeah. Because that has like all of those harpoons pointing to that one. That would kind of make sense because that one doesn't have a harpoon on it. Maybe that's what it is. Like each symbol exists 3 times? So we need to find the one. maybe... Okay, this is a bit of a jump, but that one's got harpoon, pyramid, and fish on it, so the only thing that that one doesn't have is water. So there's no water on that one. Right, so... does that one have a harpoon? Yes. That one has a harpoon. Does this one? Presumably it doesn't. Right, so it's got harpoon, and a fish, and water. Yeah, see, I don't really want to cheat, but a little clue would be good. Just trying, like, it can be really hard sometimes to find, like, a clue and not a solution. I was thinking maybe if I put the crystal on the one where it doesn't have... So if you've got like the three symbols, the one that's there...
One-eyed pyramid.
...is the fourth one. Giving away the location of one of the four crystals. Well, I've got all four crystals, so... yeah, that's the other thing. Okay.
The crystals on the altar light up the entire cave.
I did it. I think I was onto something, but then it happened before I could realise what had happened. So the answer to your question is no, I don't know how that worked. I think I went back to thinking about just getting the symbols to point at each other, but maybe you ignore the one you can't see on the other side, but that would seem a bit weird.
The crystals on the altar light up the entire cave.
Oh great, I'm not even allowed to look at it now. Okay, what did it spoil? Maybe we can work this out backwards.
It looks like some kind of visual history of the Maram people.
It's okay, at least we can start progressing again now.
According to this first tablet... Oh my god, it turns out the Maram came to Earth inside a type of spaceship from another planet. They're aliens? Not that anything should surprise me at this point, but still. They look very different back then, though.
It's
Must have been a long time ago.
It's from the dry
The ship
king.
looks to have been a living thing, according to these drawings. Wait a minute. Could this be their ancient god? One of the dragons? I think it has to be. After they arrived on Earth, their species divided in two. One crawled into the sea, the other onto land. What does that mean?
It means that the
This
Zora
must
and
be
the
a while
Bruto.
later, because the Maram look like they do today. At least the ones who went into the sea do. The other ones? They have wings. If I'm going to guess, I'd say that the ones who went to live on land became the Elation, which means the Maram and Elation are related. In this one, they're living close to each other and in peace. And it seems they share equally in the production of Tanyan, which attracts fish for both peoples to eat. Then something happens. Or, it looks like, and the Maram and Elation move away from each other. In this last one, Tanyan is beginning to become scarce, and the Maram are losing many of their young ones to the Snapjaw. They fear the Elation, and they forget their common heritage. At the very end, there's a prophecy, I think. The Maram and the Elation joining hands once again. When they do, Tanyan becomes plentiful and both people prosper.
Yeah, well obviously they did. What do you mean? Anyway, what do you mean the developers broke one of the crystals? What? That doesn't make any sense.
It's a circular indentation framed with the image of two dragons biting each other's tails, almost exactly like the markings on my talisman.
Right. How does it move on? Garrett.
Can we talk for a minute?
Yes, Gatherer. We may.
Why was the cave with the altar and the wall painting just outside the city abandoned?
What? Show us this cave. Immediately.
I lit the cave by placing the crystal from your palace together with 3 more crystals I found on the altar and moving the stone rings into their correct positions.
Can it be that you are... But you are a gatherer. You cannot be she.
Who can't I be?
The Water Stiller. She who, by prophecy, will deliver us from strife and unite us as one people. She who will uncover the ancient shrine.
Looks pretty ancient to me.
This is the shrine Yes. And you have brought light to the darkness as well. But the other prophecies, you have not fulfilled them. You have not proven yourself to be the Water Stiller yet.
How can I do that?
Come back with us, and we will tell you.
So they got the symbols wrong on one of the crystals? That's weird.
How can I prove that I'm the Water Stiller?
You have uncovered the ancient shrine and brought light to the darkness. But this could be just chance. You must show us the witness you carry of your mission to the balance.
The talisman! Damn, I lost it when the storm hit us.
You must also kill a Snapjaw with a spear, and then you will have proven yourself to us. Once you have done this, we will aid you in your quest to make us one people.
Who is the Water Stiller?
She is of the prophecies. She will bring an end to strife and unite our people.
Where do I begin?
Take this spear and slaughter a Snapjaw. This must be done to prove your strength, and to prove you are of the Miram.
Where do I find the Snapjaw?
If you are the Water Stiller, you will find a way.
Okay, folks, thanks. Time to murder an animal. Stabby stab stab. Yeah, bitch.
I'll need something to bring back to prove that I killed the Snapjaw.
Can you not, like, drag the whole Snapjaw back? That would be funny.
This tooth will do just fine. Oh man, that's sharp! I had no idea Snapjaw had razor teeth. If I did, better not think about that now.
No, you're saying Snapjaw would have fallen in love with me?
Here's a tooth from the dreaded Snapjaw that guarded the shipwreck, proof of my strength and courage.
You have fulfilled that part of the prophecy. If you fulfill the rest, we will acknowledge you as the Water Stiller.
Here's proof of my mission. A magical talisman with the sign of the balance. It means that I'm the 13th guardian of the balance.
You have fulfilled that part of the prophecy. If you fulfill the rest, we will acknowledge you as the Water Stiller.
Right. I think I use the talisman on the symbol.
It's a small niche containing what appears to be a shard of a stone.
Ah, I know.
It's a piece of the stone disc.
Whoop whoop.
No, wait. It's only one half of a piece. It looks like it's been divided in two. Strange. It's one half of one of the 4 pieces of the stone disc. I got this from the temple cave of the Merim.
Right, I need the other half from the flying people.
I've taken from you the object you've kept hidden for generations. It's part of the disc that will restore the balance and save the twin worlds from chaos.
You have indeed fulfilled all but one of the prophecies. You might yet be the Water Stiller. We would not have thought she would come in our lifetime.
Good. Then you'll take me to your sleeping god.
There is but one more prophecy you must fulfill.
There's more? Sure, there's always more. That's the fun part about prophecies.
You must unite our people once again.
But you said you were united, that there's no strife between Merim.
The Water Stiller will come to bring our people together again, to unite us and save us. This has still not come to pass. Until you do so, the prophecies of the Water Stiller have not fully come to pass.
That really depends on the prophecy, I guess. Like, I could make up some really fun prophecies. I don't know.
I think I know now what the prophecies mean when they say your people will be reunited. The Merim are at peace with each other, yes? But you're not at peace with the Elation. The Wind Demons.
They are our enemies.
Right now they might be. But it wasn't always like that. Not according to the carvings in the Temple Cave.
What do you mean?
Once upon a time, long ago, the Merim and the Elation were one people.
What? This is heresy.
I'm just telling you what I saw in your temple. This was a very long time ago, and the one species soon divided in two. One sought refuge in the sea, the other on the winds. But both the Merim and the Elation were dependent on the other for various reasons, amongst them Tenyen, which was abundant where the two people lived in close proximity to each other. Apparently, there was peace between your two people for a very long time, but then something happened, something that caused a war to break out. Both the Elation and the Merim moved far away from each other, and ever since then, your people have had a tough time finding Tenyen. I think the only way to save the Merim from a slow death, and the Elation as well probably, is to reconcile you with your, common ancestry.
How can we believe you, Water Stiller? Your words are too outrageous, and the
What? I didn't
consequences
swear
for you
once.
to be speaking the truth are grave.
If you don't believe me, check out the temple walls. The whole story has been recorded there, probably when you first came to this place.
But what will our people say? What will they think when we tell them they are brothers and sisters to the winged demons?
More like distant cousins.
You're their queen, and so you'll have to make them understand and accept their heritage. As must the Elation, I expect, and I don't think it will be any easier for them to come to terms with their history.
You must go to them, then, to find if our temple speaks the truth, and if they are willing to speak with us like civilized people.
I guess I must. Water Stiller or not. If you don't reunite with them, you will die. Eventually.
We will bring you to the shores of their closest island, and we will await word from you on their answer.
Does this mean you believe me?
You are the Water Stiller. You are prophecy. We will follow your directions and fulfill our destiny. One of our people will bring you to Alais, a night's journey from here. Once there, you will find the Elation and speak with their leaders. If they agree to meet, then we will do so in a place of your choosing.
I promise I'll do my best. Goodbye.
Safe journey, Waterstellar. We will hold on to the piece of the disc you found in the temple. If the winged demons, the Elation, agree to meet us, we will bring the stone.
Right, so do I do another chapter, or do I stop?
I could really do with a change of clothing, like a bikini and a pair of sunglasses. Emerald green and clear as the morning sky. That's perfect holiday water. I could get lost if I just wander off into the jungle with no idea what the island looks like or where I'm heading.
That's it. Let's carry on. Yeah, let's keep playing. I'm not working tomorrow, so I don't know that really matters.
It's a long rope.
It's a long rope. Right. Okay. Path, through the arch, jungle. Let's go up the path. Fortunately, there aren't. Oh no, I'm trying to remember now. I do remember there being a another sort of logic puzzle. But it's slightly different. The puzzle here is quite cool, actually.
It's the ruins of an old city. It's a deep hole. More like a crevice, actually, caused by some kind of seismic activity. God, it must be at least 50 meters down. The crevice widens out into a huge cave just below, and there's water at the bottom. Big nests, once housing the Elation, but now empty and in disrepair. It's the remains of a stone structure that probably fell down here through the crevice. There's a piece amongst the rubble that looks like a bolt or a key. It's intact.
That'll probably come in handy.
That's a Merum city. It's a kind of stone key carved into the uncanny likeness of a key, with a head on the end. Dense jungle.
Right, let's go back to the beach and go the other way. Although, no, quick. Have a look at this. Yeah. Key goes in there, and you turn those around. So funny how the key is in the shoe of the key, yeah. I, I picked up on that as well. That was a bit of a weird thing. Alright, got another statue
It's a big
up
statue.
there. And you got our crab friend here.
It's some kind of giant crab.
But
Sounds
not a
like the poor
giant
thing's in a lot
enemy
of
crab.
pain. Yeah, the shell does look way too tight. Maybe he's outgrown it, but can't shed it. Or whatever it's called. I'll just take a shot here and ask you. Is there any chance you speak, like, a real language? Like, Arcadian or English? Okay. Now, is there some kind of magic I have to learn, or potion I have to drink, or eat, or ingest in some way to learn your language? Because that's usually how it goes. No? Too bad, although I'm glad I don't have to draw blood or swallow a stone or something. Can't help but feel that you're asking me for help, though. It's the strangest thing. After all, you're just clicking your claws, aren't you? It's not as if you're really talking, is it?
It's only midnight, Xanthan. Over here.
Sounds like the poor thing's in a lot of pain. Yeah, the shell does look way too tight.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he's outgrown it.
I don't think I can do that.
I can't break the shell. It's too thick and solid.
Poor guy. Oh, I remember what I have to do. Yeah.
I get the strangest feeling that it's asking me for help, but I don't know what to do.
Right. I have to leave him in pain for now.
It's an old fireplace. I can see clear to the bottom. This really is an excellent spot for fishing.
Yeah, it's mainly because Peds isn't streaming tonight. I try not to stream
The
when
bottom
he's
part of
on.
the statue depicts a creature with large ears listening to something.
Right. Yeah. Okay, this is all coming back to me.
It's the Village of the Giant Crabs. Hey, that sounds like a great name for a B-movie. Village of the Giant Crabs.
Sounds like a good name for a video game. Right. How do I get to the jungle? I can't remember.
I could get lost if I just wander off into the jungle with no idea what the island looks like or where I'm heading.
Okay, something not right here. I meant to do something, wasn't I?
The bottom half of the statue depicts a large-eared creature listening intently. The bottom half of the statue depicts a large-eared... It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
Right.
It's a creature with large ears. It's a creature with a big mouth.
Okay, yeah, I remember what this is. It's a communications device. But... Did I miss something? It must be... Right, because that's the only exit from here. It's this way. beach. You don't go to the village, you can just look at it. Statue's up there. Was there someone beyond the statue? Is that what I've done wrong? Don't think so.
The bottom part of the statue depicts a creature with large ears listening to something. It's an old fireplace.
There is a jungle. But I can't remember how to get to it. That's the thing. This poor big crab, he needs help. It's up here, but I don't...
I could get lost if I just wander off into the jungle with no idea of what the island looks like.
Oh, I know. I've been thick. Need someone who can look at it from above. Ugh.
April! You're alive! You're here! You're soaking wet! Where did you go? I thought you drowned. I was completely miserable. And the chicks on this island are so prissy. They don't even care for a kiss unless you're all settled down with a nest in your own territory.
I had a little adventure under the sea.
Oh?
The
I
crow
didn't
is
know
talking.
humans had gills.
We don't. Well, I do. I think. At least I can breathe underwater now.
Cool. Not as cool as being able to fly, of course, but still. Hey, does that mean you're a mermaid?
Hardly. I don't have a tail. Glad to see you haven't lost the gift of the gab, Crow.
Lady, you have no idea how limited bird Twitter can be. It's all, hi this and here I am that, all damn day long. I haven't had a decent conversation in days.
Well, you're making up for it now.
I never know when you're gonna go AWOL on me again.
What did you do after I saw you last?
Well, it took a while, but I found land. Not this island, just a rock with a couple of trees, basically. But when I went back to tell you, you disappeared. I thought you'd gone bonkers from thirst and
Yep.
hunger and drowned yourself or something, so I decided I'd better find solid ground myself or I'd suffer the same fate. And then I found this place. Nice, isn't it? And the best part is, there are no hunters. Only a bunch of big crabs on the east side of the island and a volcano.
I'm gonna walk around for a bit, Crow.
I'll just stay here and preen myself, thank you very much.
Right, I need Crow to have a look.
What can you tell me about the island, Crow?
Only what I've been able to see from above. There's a volcano, dead I think, and lots of jungle, and some nice beaches.
I'd like to explore the jungle, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get lost. Any ideas?
Well, I could stay airborne and keep track of where you are. That way I could direct you if... Sorry, when you get lost.
Sounds like a super plan, Crow.
Let's go.
Right, now I can look at the jungle. Volcano, beach. Volcano, beach. Let's go to the volcano. Here we go.
The rumbling is much fiercer here, and the ground is really shaking. It's definitely seismic. It has got to be emanating from this volcanic mountain. I mean, it looks dead, but it must be about to wake up or erupt or something. Great! After surviving a shipwreck, being kidnapped by fishes, and learning to breathe in water, I'm about to die in a volcanic eruption? Isn't that ironic? That's one mother of a tree. It's got to be at least 100 meters tall. And what's that in the tree crown? Looks like a man-made construction. It's a small, eye-sized aperture with a crystal in it, like a lens. Maybe some kind of telescope? It's a keyhole. What a strange symbol. What a strange symbol.
It's just a line.
What a strange symbol. It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city. I can see a statue on a cliff overlooking the sea.
Okay. Yep, she climbed into his mouth. Okay, so yeah. So each one of these represents one of the statues.
I don't see anything interesting.
This is one of those where writing it down
I don't
is
see
really
anything
handy.
interesting.
But I can't be asked to get up and get pen and paper.
I don't see anything interesting.
Okay, so what symbols are the ones that are interesting?
It's a statue just below a really tall tree.
Alright, so the S is the really big tree.
I don't see anything interesting. Somebody's looking back at me. Oh, wait. That's just my eye. The lens is turned into a mirror.
Okay, so the Deep Space Nine space station is the giant mouse. Good work here, folks.
I don't see anything interesting. It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city.
Right, the arrow is the ruins of the city.
I can see a statue on a cliff overlooking the sea.
Whatever you want to call that.
I can see a statue on a cliff overlooking the sea.
The cliff.
I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting.
Alright, I think that was all of them. Yeah, because that's the S again. Okay. To the jungle? Yes, let's go back to the jungle and then hopefully we can go to the tree. Thanks here, folks. Oh god. These guys.
Ow!
Who's there?
Shut up.
I know there's somebody there. I heard you.
Is she gone?
Nope, she's still around.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
If you won't come out, I'll just sit down here and wait. Sooner or later, you'll have to show yourself.
Solar eclipse!
Oh my god!
Ah!
I hate this place. I so hate it, I can't even sit down without crushing the natives.
Big person alert!
What are you?
What does it look like?
A talking twig?
We're stickmen. And you're an accident waiting to happen with your large, ungainly body and wobbly legs.
What's a stickman?
An unlucky bugger doomed to a miserable life of stiff backs and monotonous drudgery in the shadow of a mother tree.
Happy little fella, ain't ya?
You have no idea.
So, you guys are stickmen?
That's right. I'm Wick. This is Willow. And that dumb-looking one over there is Woody. And this is our mother tree.
What's a mother tree?
What do you mean, what's a mother tree? It's a mother tree. How difficult can it be? It's our mother, and it's a tree. It's a mother tree.
Makes sense.
What do stickmen do?
What do we do? What do we do? What do you mean, what do we do?
Well, the people in this world always do something. Like the Banda dug tunnels in the earth. The Merim killed Snapjaw and covered their houses with Tanyen. You gotta do something.
Hey, it ain't easy being a stick, let me tell you. You got your stiff back and limbs, your fear of fire and water, your 300 years of miserable boredom, and then you have to get planted and raise a family. It ain't easy.
So, you're not doing anything worthwhile then?
Lady, I'm miserable. I'm grumpy, and I got a headache. What do you want from me?
What's that constant rumbling noise?
Lady, you have no idea what we have to
Garrett.
endure. All day, all night, that noise is just murder. It all started when Quaman, the quiet giant, would you believe that's what we used to call him, was banished by the Orowal from his perfect fishing place to some remote place in the forest.
Whoa, information overload. Let's step back for a minute to fill in the details. Who are the Orlowal?
They're the crab-like creatures who live down by the sea. They're nice people, if a little crabby. And it's hard to understand what they're saying half the time.
Who's Quaman, the quiet giant?
He's the scariest human we've ever seen. He stands tall as a mountain and uses whole trees for toothpicks. But he was the quiet type and reasonably gentle for a human. He'd spend his days out by the Orowal village, catching fish and frying fish and eating fish, and looking out across the ocean, dreaming about loose women or whatnot.
What happened to get the quiet giant banished from that place?
The Orowal got scared when he accidentally stepped on one of their young ones. He didn't do any real harm, but they banished him from their village nonetheless, and told him to go far into the forest.
Where's Quaman now?
Somewhere in the forest east of here, we don't know where exactly. He went there to get as far away from the Orowal as possible.
So what does all this have to do with the rumbling noise?
Oh, I was getting to that. If you just let me get a word in edgewise.
I just had some questions is all.
Anyway, Quaman is the brooding type. And he takes everything so to heart, he got instantly depressed and went to sleep.
And what is he doing now?
Still sleeping. That's the problem.
But how long ago was it that the Orlowal banished him?
The last full moon, nearly 30 sunsets passed.
He's been sleeping for a month?
I'll
He
go
was
to try.
depressed. What do you want, lady? Once I got so miserable I slept for 8 years. And let me tell you, those 8 years were the happiest of my life.
I still don't understand what this has to do with the rumbling noise.
See that statue over there?
Sure. What's up with that?
Back when the Dalmari lived on this island ages ago, they put these statues up all around the island so that they could speak with each other.
You're kidding. So they're, like, telephones?
Tell her what? I don't know what that is. The thing is, these statues are all connected through magic. And when you speak into one, your voice flies through the air and comes out of another statue.
But I still don't understand...
You saw the big head up by the mountain?
Yes?
That's the one they use to talk to everyone on the island, to warn people of storms or to hold evening prayer. It's connected to the statues as well. And Quaman is sleeping right next to a statue's ear.
I get it! Resonance. He's snoring and the deep bass reverberating through the loudspeaker, the big head, causes a resonance that vibrates the entire island. But can't you just wake him up?
We don't know where he is. We're not much for exploring this forest. There's water and fire and monkeys. Monkeys like to play with sticks. We don't like monkeys.
But can't you just, well, send your voice to his statue to wake him up?
There are 4 problems with that. Number 1, all the statues have an assigned symbol, an identifying mark, but we don't know which his is. Second, most of the statues are broken in some way or another.
What do you mean?
Some statues can only talk to certain other statues. Some can't be spoken to, and some can't hear, which makes it very difficult to get a connection through to where you want to send your voice. Number 3, in order to use the statues, you need a key. We don't have it. We don't know where it is.
And number 4?
We're stickmen, lady. What do you think? We don't know much about magic or magical devices. And
what?
we're not too smart, okay? There, I said it. We're not too smart. And when you look at Woody over there, who's pretty stupid by stickman standards, that's a pretty scary thought.
Yep.
Sorry I asked.
Alright.
Where do the Elation live?
The Elation? The guys with wings? Up in the volcano. There's an old city in there. I think they're squatting.
How do I get into the volcano?
You don't. The road collapsed a few centuries ago, and when traders come, the Elation fly down to meet them. Nobody goes up there anymore.
I'll see you guys later then.
If you don't step on us first.
Hi, I'm Willow. Wick's the oldest. Woody's the youngest. And I'm just stuck in the middle as always. Don't let me keep you. Wick's the boss as always. Go talk to him.
Hello, I'm Woody. They call me the stupid one, 'cause I'm kinda slow, so don't let me keep you busy. I was born with a big brain, so I can't move as fast as my 2 brothers. I can only do useless stuff like calculations and design, and I play a few instruments, and I'm writing a book on the flora and fauna of Elias.
Right. Up here.
It's a big wooden crossbow, I guess. I wonder who built it and what it's for. If I could somehow get across to that path on the other side, I'd probably be able to make my way into the Elation village. built that big crossbow in the tree?
I did. Well, I thought of it. And these two nincompoops gave a helping twig on the, manual side.
So they built it, and you supervised.
Yep, but it's not done. There are still a few pieces missing before we can blast off for Luna.
Did you say blast off for Luna?
Certainly did.
That's what I said, Luna.
As in the moon?
The same.
You intend to go to the moon using that thing?
Lunar cannon. And yes, that's the plan.
You guys are loonies!
If by loonies you mean visionaries, then yes, we are.
How come you're not working on your lunar cannon now?
Because of that infernal noise is why.
So, if the noise stops, you'll go back to work on your cannon?
That's the plan.
Later, guys.
Right. So, I need to wake him up. I don't know how to do that. Okay, so we've got giant mouth. That's probably the start. So this is what it's listening to.
It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
Right, so I'm gonna listen to the statue below the tree. And speak to Cliff. Because those are the only ones I can see that I've got.
Hello? Doesn't seem like it's working.
Right. No, it's okay, it's okay. It's only one component of the multi-puzzle. Oh, was there? Oh, shit. Oh well. We'll work it out. I can't remember if you actually speak into here. I don't think you do you? Okay. So that's that one. There's one up there and one over there. Right, so I think maybe what we have to do is speak to the big mouth, and then that will broadcast to all of them. I think that's what it was saying. So I want to speak to that one. And therefore I want to listen to What did we say the one on the cliff was? The weird U, was it? And if this doesn't have the weird U... Ah look, it has the weird U.
Dense jungle.
Oops. Right. Yeah, so this one needs to point at the ruins, which is that one. And it needs to listen to the one below the giant tree, which should be an S. So hopefully we'll find an S. If not, this is all buggered. Oh, great. Yeah, see, this could depend whether or not it goes via... Ah, there's an S. Right, now that should work. If I'm right. Where's the... there it is. Yes.
Hello? Doesn't seem like it's working.
Oh! Okay, what did I do wrong?
Debris from another capsized ship. These must be dangerous waters.
I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, that sounded like it wasn't receiving it properly.
It's another one of those bottom part of the stack.
Okay, what have I done? Which one was that? Oh, okay, I've got it round the wrong way. That's what I've done. It was always going to happen at some point. Alright, so it needs, this one needs to listen to an S, but it's not going to listen to an S because I didn't see an S. Unless there is an S. No. Ugh. Thought I had it. Alright. Oh, there is an S. Okay, so that one, the top one, then needs to be an arrow. There we go, I got those run the wrong way, that's what I did. Well, at least I'm assuming I've got it right now.
Hello? Hello?
should then go to the one by the... Yep. Into the big mouth. And into all of them.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Who'll be there?
Hello, Kwamon? It's your wake-up call, sir.
How long Kwamon be asleep?
About a month. I think you should have such a place for it.
What be the use? Kwamon be an outcast. No one like him.
Where are you, Kwamon?
That be a secret. Kwamon want to be left alone.
Could you please stop snoring?
Kwamon be snoring? No one ever tell Kwamon he be snoring. But then Kwamon always be sleeping by his lonesome. No woman like Kwamon.
I can understand that.
Don't say that about yourself, Kwamon. I'm sure that... You know, it's kinda uncomfortable to be discussing this in a public like this.
Yes, everyone be hearing about Kwamon now.
Do you want to talk about your problems? Face to face?
What be the point?
I'm a good listener, and I'd like to be your friend. That'd be the point.
Kwamon not sure if he want friend now.
Please let me be your friend.
Why?
Because I'm lonely too. I don't really know anybody on this island, and I need some help.
Well, Kwamon be wanting to help, but... Okay. Kwamon be your friend and talk to you. My secret place be in the ruins of the old temple by the wells. Follow the stream up from the rock beach and go right where it branches.
Thanks, Kwamon. I'll be there as soon as I can. How come you're not working on your lunar cannon now?
Because of that infernal noise is why.
But Kwamon stopped snoring already.
Yeah, but how long will that last? Sooner or later he'll go back to sleep, and then he'll start snoring again. I'm not gonna start working only to be interrupted all over again.
Later, guys.
Get in there. He's certainly a big guy.
Whoa, you are big. You're just about the biggest person I've ever met.
Kwamon be a freak. No one be liking him.
I didn't mean it that way. I just meant... April, you know just what to say, don't you? I'm sorry. I like tall guys. Really, I do.
You be the only one then, because no one else want anything to do with Quamon.
Perfect height.
How did you come to be on this island?
That be a long story. Do you want Quamon to be telling you?
Sure, I have time. Tell me the story.
Yeah, it's only 20 to 1 in the morning.
Many long moons ago, Quamon be happy. He be working at the Circa in Coruscant, where he be big attraction.
What did you do?
Quamon be the world's strongest man. He be popular. People come to see him from all the Northlands. Some even from east of the Bay of Fire. But then there be an accident, and the Circa tell Quamon to leave, that he be dangerous, and that no one be paying to see him anymore.
What kind of accident?
Quamon's most popular feat be the breaking of large rocks with his fist. Everyone would applaud when the rock be breaking. Then one day, the Caliph be at the Circa to see the performers. He be saying, Quamon, I hear of him breaking a large rock with his fist. This I want to see. But my performance be over that day, and there be no rock to break. So the Circa ringmaster Oberon, he be saying, let's get a rock in here, any big rock at all. So they bring in this rock that Quamon never be crushing before. Quamon not be sure if it is a good idea, because rock can be dangerous when it breaks. But Oberon be saying, this you must do. The Caliph wants to see we do not disappoint the Caliph of Coruscant, or we lose our heads. So Quamon break the rock, and when it breaks,
What happened?
there be large pieces of rock flying everywhere, and one piece be hitting the Caliph and one his son. The Caliph be not seriously hurt, but his son be unconscious and bleeding from the head. They say to Quamon, run, get away from the Circa and Coruscant, or the Caliph will have his head. So Quamon run, and he get passage on ship leaving that night. When the ship passed this island, Quamon be jumping into sea and swimming ashore. And now he be here.
That mask in Majora's Mask is fucking terrifying.
What happened between you and the Orlawal?
Oh, Quamon be so clumsy, so dangerous. He should not be among people. He be only hurting them. The Orlawal be kind, letting Quamon live and fish in their village. But then Quamon be stepping over young Orlawal, almost breaking his shell. The Orlawal tell Quamon to leave village, to not come back because he may kill an Orlawal. They tell him to go as far away as possible. Quamon be sad because he liked the Orlawal, and because Quamon be having the best fishing place in all of Elias. He lose his friends and his food.
What do you eat now?
Quamon fish in these wells here, but the fish that live down there be small and not very tasty.
Would you like to move back to the Orlawal village?
Oh yes, Quamon be wishing that more than anything in the world.
I saw an Orlawal down by the beach, just outside the village. It seemed to be in pain, but I didn't know what to do. Perhaps if you come along, you can help him out, and get back in favor with the Orlawal people.
Yes, perhaps Quamon can help, even if the Orlawal do not want him back.
Here it is, the, Orlawal? Can you help it?
Perhaps Quamon can help. Poor Orlawal. He'd be crying for help. Quamon see what be wrong. The Orlawal not shed its shell when time come, and now it be stuck in the shell.
Why didn't the other Orlawal come to its assistance?
Their claws be no good for this work. They be helpless. But Quamon help. Quamon be good with his hands. Quamon
Well,
be
he's
happy.
always been alone.
Quamon accept your graceful thanks, sir. Thank you. You be making Quamon very happy. Quamon accept your offer and be grateful to the Orlawal people. Thank you very much.
What? What did he say? Why did you thank him?
Orlawal be inviting Quamon to stay on the cliff above the village, where he can fish again. Quamon be very, very happy now.
You understand what it's saying?
Orlawal language be easy to understand. It be just click and clack and clock.
I'm so happy for you, Quamon. Go on, don't let me hold you back.
Right, so... if I remember rightly, we need him.
Hey, Quamon, how's the fish biting?
To catch a fish.
With its teeth? But not today.
Why's that?
Quamon be not certain. The fish always bite before, but then Quamon be having lure. Now no lure, just bait.
What do you need to make a lure?
Quamon can make lure with just anything, as long as it be colorful and not get heavy in water.
You're
Right.
a real DIY guy, don't you know?
Always be something wrong with Quamon.
That was actually a compliment.
Oh.
Are you happy now, Quamon?
Quamon be happy. He be wanting fish to bite. But if they do not, Quamon still be happy.
Yeah, I
Can
need
I
a
borrow
fishing
your
rod.
fishing rod?
Quamon
Oh,
must catch
okay.
fish first, so he can eat. After Quamon catch fish, April can borrow fishing rod.
Yep. You have to admit, it's probably a very big rod. I mean,
What did you need to make a lure?
Anything,
Happy fish?
thank you.
he's a big chap. Right, I think that's... Nope. Nope. It's the candy wrapper, isn't it?
Could
There
this
we
wrapper
go.
work as a lure?
Yes. Yes, with some work. It'd be perfect for a lure. Now Quamon can make one, and hopefully catch many fish.
Right. So he catches a fish. I borrow his rod. These guys go back to work.
How come you're not working on your lunar cannon now?
Because of that infernal noise is...
But Quamon has moved back to the Orlawal village. He's not going to disturb you again, trust me.
Really? How the heck did that happen? Nah, I don't care. The important thing is we can work again. Thanks, lady.
I love this little guy. I'm not going to skip this. I could skip it, but I'm not going to. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of as well. There's a few moments in the game like that.
Can't talk. Busy.
I'd be happy to talk to you later, but I got some fine-tuning to do before I'm done.
According to Wick, it's a lunar cannon. Apparently, it's powerful enough to send a stick man to the moon. Oh, sure, in a Jules Verne novel, perhaps. How's it going?
Almost there. Oh, one tiny little problem, though.
And that is?
We don't have a bowstring for our,
Propulsion drive mechanism, Wick.
what he said, yeah, we need a bowstring. Something strong and flexible and sinewy.
Like what?
I don't know, lady. I'm no engineer. I'm just a supervisor.
String made from animal guts would be perfect.
Yeah, but look at us. Do we look like the kind of stickmen who'd make good hunters? Do you see me going after a gaint beast carrying what? A cone? A dry leaf sharpened to a razor edge?
Hope, but I can imagine someone might catch a fish. There we go. I'll have the fish bones.
Looks like Quammen just had himself a solid lunch. That was quick. There were only bones left of his catch.
I shall steal his fishing rod.
I don't figure I'll be needing the rod anytime soon, but I'll borrow the line. Did my lure work okay?
It be working very good. Quammen catch a large, tasty fish very quickly. April be wanting a taste?
No. No offense. I'm just not too fond of seafood.
This not be seafood. It be human food.
What's Quammen gonna be doing now?
Quammen be sitting here until the sun sets. Then he be going to sleep.
And tomorrow?
Quammen be deciding that when he wakes up in the morning.
Man, you got relaxing down to a fine art.
Quammen not be knowing anything about fine art. He be a Philistine.
I'll see you later, Quammen.
So will I. Goodbye.
Right, back here. Let's combine those, maybe? No?
I'd better show it to Wick first, or he'll freak out. After all, he's the, supervisor. Can you use this as bowstring for your, lunar cannon?
Let me see that. Oh yeah, that gonna work good.
That gonna work good.
All right, listen up. I got us what we need. and now we finish this damn cannon. Go to work, people. Give us a few minutes, lady, and we'll be all done.
It worked.
Of course it worked, you wood-brained fool. I built it.
Pretty sure I used the thing as a hook.
Are you done?
Yes, ma'am. The lunar cannon is now ready to be tested.
Well,
Well, what?
are you gonna do it?
Do what?
Test the cannon.
Me? And get myself killed? I think not. But go ahead, be my guest.
I don't think I'll fit in there.
That ain't my problem.
Yup, the cannon is done. I feel like sleeping for a year or two.
Hey, all done. And Wick did absolutely nothing. As usual, aside from shouting a lot and kicking mine and Woody's arse.
It's the Stickman's lunar cannon.
Okay. No, I remember now. I remember. You need rope. Combine the rope with that, and you've got yourself a thingy. This goes on there.
I'll just place the hook along the bowstring, like so, and let the rope trail behind it. Okay, we're ready to fire.
Right. Made it to the volcano. Do I carry on?
There's a slight updraft here. The wind is channeled through that chasm down there and blown out and up here.
I can't remember how long the next section is, that's the thing. Ugh. I think I need to stop actually. I can do the next bit tomorrow. Right. You mean alright? Hope I had fun. Yeah, I had fun. I love this game. It's one of my favourites. I hope you had fun watching. If I wasn't so tired, I'd carry on. But damn, I'm tired. Right. Good night, chaps. See you soon. Oh, fuck. Ugh, blimey. Yeah, I'm tired.